A quick one, obviously, because we are live at 5:30. So again, make sure you guys come and join us at 5:30. Myself, Fitz, and Jonas as well. So yeah, listen, I thought I had to do this one because obviously it was some news that I see breaking today, or I say breaking, some news that I spotted today, and part of me doesn't. Well, I want to take it seriously, but part of me does think, is it likely to happen? You know, and that's Manchester United looking at Eduardo Camavinga as the Casemiro replacement. And for me, you know, I've wanted Man United to sign this player for years. You know, even when Camavinga was playing for Rennes. You know, as a 15, 16-year-old in the midfield. You know, bossing the midfield at that young age. And again, when I saw Camavinga play for the first time, I definitely did say, man, this is a player, that is destined to be going to the top. Big up to my guy Fitz. Big up each and every time. And big up to Arsenal and Pakistan cricket team as well. So, yeah, as I said, when I first saw Eduardo Camavinga, I did say that this is a guy that's destined to go to the very top for me. And as I said, when he was given a number 10 shirt playing for Rennes, there was obviously links to Manchester United before he actually went to Real Madrid. And to think that Real Madrid got him for 30 million, which is an absolute steal in this day and age, is crazy. I know people obviously, will say that Camavinga is someone that does pick up a lot of injuries. But I mean, he is fit now, so let's hope that it kind of stays that way. Big up to Mamba as well for coming through. But yeah, as I said, guys, for me, this is a player, man. If there's any sort of truth in it, and if Man United could get Eduardo Camavinga to the club, man, what a signing that would be. Because as I said, I believe, when we talk about the best midfielders in the world, when this guy is fit, and I know obviously people are gonna say, injuries, etc. But when he's fit, for me, he's one of the top midfielders in the world. I look at Pedri, I look at Vitinha, I look at Moises Caicedo. I think in terms of central midfielders, those three there for me, they're the standard right now. The Frankie de Jongs as well. And I think Camavinga's in that bracket as well, no doubt. And I think the only thing that is stopping Camavinga is, as I said, the injuries. But if he can stay injury free, then who knows, man? Who knows? And as Arsenal and Pakistan cricket team says, Camavinga would be a great signing. So for me, he, as I've always said, yeah, he'll be my number one signing for Manchester United. If we had a choice to make one midfield signing, for me, it's got to be Camavinga, because I do think he's a transformative signing for me, and the fact that the club are even being linked to Camavinga, do I believe it's fake news? I personally, I don't want it to be fake news, but I've not heard really too much, as of late about Camavinga and Manchester United. But again, if you're looking at Casemiro leaving the club and you want to go back to Real Madrid, then Camavinga, is ideal. And for me, the fact that Man United are being linked to left-footed central midfielders is a positive as well, because I don't think people are actually deep in how important having a left-footed central midfielder in this era of football is, for the balance of the midfield. We've been linked with Baleba, obviously Adam Wharton as well. And the latest one, obviously, is Eduardo Camavinga. And Camavinga, at 23 years of age, he's not even in his prime yet, and his career at Real Madrid has been a bit of stop and start kind of career. But let's just hope, man, that these rumors are true, because I feel that Baleba is already a done deal for me. But if there's any chance that we could get Eduardo Camavinga, I'm telling you now, I would shelve any other interest for anyone to go and get Camavinga, because this is a player that I've wanted Man United to buy for years, man. So yeah, hopefully, man. I'll be watching you lot against Everton later on. Boy, watch, man, watch. I mean, I'm expecting us to get some points. You know, it won't be easy, but let's see. You know, 2 weeks without a game, but listen, we should be fresh, man. So I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, I'm gonna miss the game, but I'm gonna obviously record it and watch it when I get back. Um, Big up to Babs One Diva as well. Um, so yeah, man, I definitely do think, man, this Camavinga one, you know, I'm just hoping it does have some legs to it, man, because as I said, he's a top player, man. One of my favorite players in world football right now, and I just believe he hasn't really showcased, you know, the kind of ability that I definitely know he's got, man. Because as I say, I've watched him ever since he broke through at Rennes when he was like 15 or 16. You know, and when players break through into the first team at that young age in a competitive league, you know what I mean? They've definitely always gonna have something, you know. And I mean, I'm hearing that, you know, we're hearing that Manchester United or Real Madrid are open to selling him for 75 million euros, which I believe is 65 million pounds, I believe. So, I mean, if that is true, do I expect Manchester United to have a free run at him? I don't. And what I would say, yeah, what I would say, if Camavinga is available, I mean, why wouldn't Man City go for him? Man City need legs in the midfield. They need a left-footed central midfielder as well. If you think of the two midfielders they've got from in that play in that sort of deep lying midfield position, they've only got Rodri and Nico Gonzalez, you know. And obviously, as we know, Rodri has suffered injuries. And if they could get a Camavinga, I mean, what a signing that would be for them, man. But I'm just hoping that Manchester United can get a deal like this over the line, man. Because as I said, I think Camavinga is a top player, man. And to be fair, only 23. You know, he's got plenty of time left in the legs, man. As I said, I'm not really too concerned, I would say, with the injuries. You know, I do believe the injuries hopefully are behind him. Again, 65 million. You know, can Man United? You know, I think the main thing that I would like to see personally is intent. If Man United showed intent to go and get Camavinga, you know, that would show a lot to me personally because as I said, man, I'm not sure if Camavinga's high on the list, you know, but we're hearing obviously there's 5 names, you know, the obvious ones: Baleba, Anderson, Walton, Sandro Tonali, I think's in there as well. And what's his name? I think I heard Amadou Onana as well. Again, I don't see us going for Amadou Onana. You know, Aston Villa paid. Didn't Aston Villa pay like 50 or something, 60 million for him from Everton? So again, if they was to sell Amadou Onana, we're only gonna have to be paying about 80 million or something like that, I believe, anyway. So, but yeah, I don't think Amadou Onana happens. Tonali, I would love Tonali to happen personally because he's a top player. I think Anderson and Walton, I'm not sure. I think they go elsewhere. And the Baleba one, I think the Baleba one was sorted out before. So, but yeah, listen, Camavinga, man. If we could get Camavinga, then like Camavinga for me, if I'm looking at Manchester United right now as a what top six minimum team. You know, obviously we're fourth right now. I think if we sign Camavinga, and he manages to stay injury free, that signing alone for me would be a guaranteed top four, and on our way to challenge him for the title as well. Because Camavinga's that good, you know, and I'm just hoping that, you know, the injuries are well and truly behind him, you know, and again, I'm hoping that Real Madrid are open to selling him because if Real Madrid are open to selling him, then Man United have to be in there for me. They have to be in there. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Gav, name a player who has played for Atletico, Fulham, and Everton and has won a European trophy, but not with these teams. My God, man, you're really bringing it back, man. Arsenal and Pakistan. I thought we had passed that from yesterday, man. So Atletico, Fulham, and Everton. Boy, Big up to Foxy Danny as well. Yeah, big up to Verbic. Big up. Guys, make sure we're smashing the likes when you're coming in there. We got 8 of you in there and only 6 likes, guys. Let's smash the likes. Let's try and hit 10 as a minimum. So name a player who's played for Atletico, Fulham, and Everton who has won a European trophy, but not with these teams. Be fair, I'm struggling there. To be fair, I'm struggling. Atletico, Fulham, and Everton. Yeah, mine's gone blank, man. I can't really think. I can't really think at the moment, man. Mine's gone blank. Oh, I know. Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. Ademola Lookman. Yeah. Everyone, just remember, I've been calling it for a while now. Cameron Tonali in the summer. Fitz, listen, bro. If we get Camavinga and Tonali as our midfield business, I'm telling you this now. We're looking for this title. We're looking for this title. If we was to have Camavinga and Tonali, Kobe Manu, and then we go and get like a 4th choice, because I think if we could get Camavinga, Tonali, and Baleba to go with Kobe, I mean, to be honest with you, what a window that would be, yeah. Or if we was to get a Camavinga, Tonali, Anderson, or something like that. But for me personally, that just seems too good to be true. Camavinga and Tonali, because I'll go as far and say, yeah, that as a midfield pairing, 2 in midfield, you know, that could potentially be the best midfield pairing in the league, potentially. But if we got Kama, Tonali, Baleba, that is ridiculous business. I agree, Fitz. I mean, this is what I'm looking at, yeah. If we manage to get those 3, that I'll go as far and say, yeah, that is probably some of the best business that we've done in one window. Kama, Tonali, Baleba. Because you've got 3 players there, yeah? You got 2 players there. One's 22, one's 23. Tonali's the oldest, I think, at mid-20s. You know, but you've got 2 players in there that are used to the Premier League. And then you've got 1 midfield player there that is one of the best midfielders in the world as well. So, along with Tonali. So, listen, if we could get that 3 as business to go with Kobe, listen, this is when I will really start saying that, you know, Manchester United are back, because that is a window for me that shows that you mean business. It's a lot of intent there, but let's see what happens. Carlos Baleba has been awful this season for Brighton. Yeah, listen, a lot of people have said that, but you see one thing with me, yeah, I'm not gonna sell my stocks on players that I think are good, you know, because I think what people do, yeah, is, you know, they're very quick to change their opinion, and I've seen a lot of Carlos Baleba, and again, he hasn't been that great this season, but I've seen a lot of Carlos Baleba to know that, you know, I'm not gonna say, oh, he's no good now after one season. You know, because that would be flip-flopping as a fan. So for me, he hasn't been great, but I still believe, you know, he's definitely got potential, man. And he's 22 years of age. You know, if he was like, what, mid-20s or, you know, late 20s, I'll be like, yeah, do you know what? Maybe we might need to look elsewhere. But I'm not going to sell my stocks after one season, because I've wanted Man United to sign Carlos Baleba, you know, from the first 6 months I see him at Brighton. There was just something in his play that I thought, you know what, he's going to end up at a top club, you know. And best believe, yeah, if it's not us that signs him, yeah, best believe he goes elsewhere. Just best believe that, yeah. Because I'm telling you now, he'll go to another big club if it's not us. We need to sell Marcus Rashford, Mason Mount, Manuel Ugarte, Rasmus Højlund. Yeah, listen, get rid of all them. Get rid of all them. And let Bruno Fernandes join that as well. Yeah, listen, we do need to get rid of them, but I definitely do feel out of those four players, I think two of them definitely go. Two of them, But if we can get rid of all four of them and Bruno Fernandes as well, listen, it'd be a great bit of business, man. But yeah, listen, Tonali, Baleba, Camavinga. Imagine that as a midfield with Kobe as well. Crazy. Big up to Dereless. What's your prediction for tonight? I think, man, do you know what? I'm going to say, yeah? I'm going to say, because we've had 2 weeks off, I think we're gonna be fresh. So I'm gonna go for an away win. But I was thinking a draw, but I think the fact that we've had two weeks without a game, I think that could stand us in good stead, man. So I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say an away win. Away win. I'm not sure what the score would be, but I've got a feeling we're gonna win this game, and we have to as well. The Serie A is basically confirmed for international. 10 points clear at the top now. What, Inter are 10 points clear? Inter are 10 points clear. Madness. But again, I mean, in Inter, to be fair, I've been dominating Serie A for a little while anyway, so it's not really a surprise there, is it? You could be 11 points clear. Do you know what, guys? Before I forget, before I forget, and guys, after this stream, we are gonna wrap it up in 10 minutes, but we will be live at 5:30 for our usual stream with myself, Fitz, and Jonas. So yeah, make sure you guys, after this stream, you're back at 5:30. But one thing I forgot, guys. Yeah, I actually didn't realize that Man City have a game in hand. That totally slipped my mind. I had no idea City had a game in hand. And for me, that changes it, because I thought they were level on games. The fact that City have got a game in hand, like, Arsenal are in trouble. Like, I'm even more confident now, yeah, that City are going for this league. Guys, bear me 1 minute. Get out. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I actually didn't realize that City have got a game in hand. And the thing is, yeah, like, this makes it even more tough for Arsenal now, because Arsenal need to go into every game, yeah, hoping to not drop points, because City have that game in hand. I actually didn't realize that. And obviously, the next game is Chelsea. So if City beat Leeds, yeah, and Arsenal drop points to Chelsea, as I said, City have that game in hand to fall back onto. Not to mention they've got Arsenal at home. So yeah, listen, man, it's gonna be interesting. I actually didn't realize that. It's criminal Mason Mount wears Brian Robson, Cristiano Ronaldo, Beckham, Cantona, George Best shirt number. Bro, it's even criminal that he's still at the club. Like, let's be honest. This is a guy that's on 250 a week, wears number 7, an iconic number, yeah? And, people don't talk about it. But yet, when I mentioned the other day about Jadon Sancho, people want to talk about Jadon Sancho's wage. You know what I mean? It's just, you can't tell me there's agendas here. It's very clear to me, But yeah, listen, I'm just hoping Mason Mount is gone at the end of the season. That's what I'm hoping. I'll be honest. Man City should have been relegated first before Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, I hear that, man. That's massive as well, man. Sheffield Wednesday, one of the biggest clubs in England, now going to be playing in League One, man. Just shows you, innit? When the fall of giants of teams, man, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Sheffield Wednesday, Obviously, they got docked the points as well. So, yeah, man, they're in League One now. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. By the 15th of March, City top the league. Mark my words. Fitz, listen, man. Listen, I'm saying, yeah, the fact that City have got a game in hand, yeah, boy, it could be before that. Put it that way. You know what I mean? Depending on when that game in hand plays, because I actually didn't realise that. But yeah, it's madness. Absolute madness. Yeah, guys, make sure 5:30 you guys are back, man. There's some interesting news that Fitz wants to cover, man, which again I'm not even aware of. So Arsenal and Liverpool fans, man, make sure you're there because it could get a bit peak for you guys. I'm not gonna lie, you know. So yeah, make sure you're there. Make sure you're there. But guys, let me know what you think of Camavinga. Would you sign Camavinga? Do you think Man United should be targeting Camavinga, or do you think Man United should be setting their sights on other players? Let me know what you think. Because for me personally, like I think Camavinga's a top player, man, and yeah, if he's available, yeah, listen, man, we have to go and snap that up. We have to snap that up. Guys, have you guys seen as well the Prestianni's been he's been banned for the second leg. He's been banned for the second leg. They suspended him for the second leg. Again, I mean that was bound to happen anyway, but you know there needs to be more that's done in that sense anyway for me. I don't think that's I don't think that's enough, you know. Let's see what happens. Fitz, man, I'm praying, bro. I'm praying that we get Camavinga, man. Honestly, I'm praying we get Camavinga. I'm just praying we get him, man. I think, as I said, if there's any possibility that he's leaving Real Madrid, and we're looking at replacing Casemiro with Camavinga, boy, put the injuries to the side, man. Just go and get him. Just go and get him, because I like listen. He's a player, man, that you know we were meant to get before he went Real Madrid, but obviously he went Real Madrid for obvious reasons. So yeah, let's see what happens, man. Let's see. I'm praying though, you know what I mean? But guys, listen, we're gonna wrap it up anyway. We are gonna be back at 5:30. So again, make sure you guys obviously stay on really. Back at 5:30 for our usual stream. Karen Kumar says too many injuries, man. Rather get Tonali. Yeah, listen, Karen, I hear it, man. I do hear it, yeah. But listen, let's just be greedy, man, and get Camavinga and Tonali. Right, let's get both of them. As Fitz said earlier, Tonali, Camavinga, Baleba. You get me them three, we're challenging for titles. Easy. Easy. I don't even care what manager we have. If it isn't Carrick. If we get Camavinga, Baleba, Tonali together to go with what we've got already, and we sell some players as well, listen, we're challenging for this title because we're challenging for what? Champions League right now, and we've suffered with Ruben Amorim for the whole season. So yeah, listen, bro, let's just be greedy, man. We're Manchester United, man. We are meant to be Man United. Why are we settling for either or? Let's just go and get all them. I don't care, man. Listen, I'm in that kind of mood tonight, man. Let's just go and get all them. Because this Camavinga news that I've heard today, I ain't gonna lie, man. You know, that's put me in a better mood. Because there's definitely legs to this, I believe, anyway. And as I said earlier, the fact that we're targeting left-footed central midfielders is a positive. You know, it is a positive. So, yeah, let's see what happens. But, guys, listen, we are going to be back at 5:30. So, yeah, make sure your notifications are on to see when we go live. And, again, I think Flawless might be live, guys. So, if you guys want to go over to Flawless's channel and then just spam the chat with Gav Gozin's raid. I think Flawless is live still now. Obviously, Sarcasm City. So, yeah, go over there and follow Flawless. Make sure you sub to his channel as well. And as I said, guys, we are going to be back at 5:30. And obviously, we've got some interesting news to go through as well. And obviously, Man United playing tonight. So we're going to discuss that as well on there. So, as I said, yeah, Make sure you smash the like button on your way out. Make sure you sub to the channel. And guys, make sure you check the stream from earlier today as well in regards to the racial abuse that has stemmed from Vinicius Jr., which is now obviously passed its way on to players in the Premier League and in Scotland as well. So yeah, make sure you check that out from today. And as always, smash the like, sub to the channel, share the channel if you're new in here. And yeah, we'll catch you back at 5:30. Big up.